Hey everybody, it's me, Miss Dainty Frog again. I'm back with some more Limbus Company. We're gonna try to finish up the new Intervallo Twining Threads. I'm here joined with TPS. Whose Fugi is actually here this time, which is a nice, difference from how it was previously.
Finally, I have a body.
Yeah, I suppose that's one way of putting it. I am finally an amalgam made flesh. I have 500 of the reward currency. I'm hoping to get Ring Merceau because I'm nothing if not gay. Yeah. I also ended up doing a mirror dungeon and got 800 Raja shards. So I'm just going to shard the new Raja and hopefully get the thumb Raja that I swear is coming out soon. Please, Project Moon, don't make me look like a dumbass. Alright. We'll start here with...
You already look dumb. Kidding.
We're going to do chapter 9.5-7, School. Yep, this looks about right. Thank you, Don. The heck? They swept everything that wasn't nailed down, huh? Fret not! I just breathed the half of thy worldly possession, articulated fixer figurines, video game cartridges. I'm not talking about my toy box, okay? I had hella many of them anyway. My TV's gone too. The couch. TV's gone. The couch too. Davion McCarty. Crazy that I got suggested your dream after watching a live stream with Alton. You stream. No, I figured I didn't come to you in your dream and. Oh, but yeah, it's good to see you, man. I'm playing through the rest of. I'm node number 7 right now, School. So. I'm hoping this... I'm really liking Kira so far. She's a really fun character. As Kira said, the only conspicuously empty space was left where the television and family couch set used to be. Well, those the researchers hold them away from the subject. They're going to set up in their staff lounge. As for the leather and ornaments, they said they're always selling them off. Yeah? Otis seemed to notice something the moment she caught Kira's wistful look. The corners of her lips curled into a faint smile as she spoke with feigned nonchalance.
Who knows? With sufficient cooperation, perhaps they'd become more receptive to the idea of returning those items.
Assuming much? I never wanted them back. Anyway, I'll tell you all about what I know, so come this way if you want in. These two doors here are made from paper and wood. They connect to S-Corp. And that one's reinforced with steel. That one leads to V-Corp, back streets, where... Having lived here and made frequent use of the doors herself, Kira was the clearly the right person for the job of identifying where each door Wayfarer Company had asked us to explore led. No, the stream came to me in a dream. Real. Directed by Kira and accompanied by Alan, we checked the doors one by one. Good work. All data seems to match. Thank you for your cooperation. So there was just one back door left open.
I know this isn't anything new, but I've gotta say, these back doors are just too bloody convenient. Them pores, too.
TP.
Ain't doing anything shady like the warp trains either, is it? It was as simple as just turning the knob and entering. Seems to me you outpace your business rival in no time.
I'm a bit hard pressed to agree with the too convenient sentiment when it comes to using back doors and portals, but since you intend to claim the Wayfarer superiority of the current W Corp, I'll take that as a compliment.
I say something wrong?
Every technology comes with a cost, Heathcliff. Happily said. Well, this has been a working relatively few casualties thanks to the quality information you've provided. To understand that Wayfarer's company primary services include pathfinding, path security, and path maintenance. Each of those services is fraught with life-threatening dangers for our employees, some of which never Never returned after embarking on a pathfinding journey. Some are killed by battling monstrous entities, while exact natures haven't even been confirmed yet. That appears to be the liminal space between paths. It also costs a pretty penny to keep the secured path, well, secure? I'd say our operating cost is rather on the steep side, especially considering we are also trying to beat our rivals for taking this corner of the market. Thinking back, I don't think I've ever seen all in
Hello, Scarlet.
Oh, hey, Scarlet. I'm streaming right now, just so you know. Well, I'm going to leave you to it. I'm going to try to do a Mirror Dungeon Extreme 15 with the current artist group. Good luck with that, man. I haven't beaten floor 15 yet on Max Extreme. So hopefully I can someday. Thinking back, I don't think I've ever seen Alan enter a door to a new location with his helmet off. It must be one of his precautions, just in case. Maybe his dry smile and unsettling lack of reaction to anything are hints that he's simply seen too much to be fazed by most horrors. Still, our work's considerably easier for this job thanks to your help, everyone here. Honestly, this partnership is working much better than I expected. Very well, let's take a look at the last door. It's the door Papa used to walk through all the time. I followed Kira into the door, and the second I crossed over the threshold, a breeze carrying an oddly familiar, salty smell tickled the tip of one of my clock hands.
No, okay. This one connects to somewhere in the general Great Lake area, it seems.
Welcome to U-Corp's giant Stingray port ship. Stingray, huh? Why does that ring a bell?
Hang on a minute. It's that place, isn't it? That port ship that has Salon de whatever. The private hair salon.
I'm gonna keep that. I think we should keep that. That is so Heathcliff. Heathcliff chimed in with a shudder, although the sheer weight behind his words terrified him. Oh, does that signify then that we shall finally be made audience to young Heathcliff and his hairdo most luscious?
My fault. Quit with that luscious nonsense, lass. Why encourage me now when you were so cavalier about blasting my villainous ass back in the lake?
Indeed, alas, 'tis true that punishment wrought upon our merry band has severely outweighed the crime. Wast thou not agree, young Heathcliff, that to put coupons to use would remedy thy pain a smidge?
Fuck it. I ain't even got anyone to spruce up for it anymore. Okay.
Sweet!
That's depressing.
Yeah, that's very depressing.
That's
and then
depressing.
Kira immediately is like, sweet, can I use them? We were regulars at the below place, Papa and me. Papa would always ask the middle fam for a favor that he'd bring loads of coupons back home. They'd give away a hair coupon every 10 visits, you see, so I... What am I even yapping about all excited? Kira, who seemed ready to launch into a cheerful rant, came to an abrupt pause like a bike tripping over an edge. Her face fell as she lowered her gaze and scuffed a pebble away. Looking back, I guess Papa did hella care for me, so why... But it's true, these guys went out of the way to get me out of there, even though they didn't know me so well. Why's it gotta be so complicated? I know I'm giving her the fucking... I don't know why I'm getting her Brooklyn. I don't know why.
Matthias gave you that anesthetic BC.
The fuck's a BC? British Columbia?
No. Bow cut.
I think my hair is cute, thank you. Shut the fuck up. Bro, listen, like I said, that's not how you shorten these things.
Art is subjective.
For some reason, Ryoshi also seemed gleeful to hear that Kira correcting her acronym. Fuck. It was reminiscent of that self-satisfied look she'd get after confusing us with these acronyms, especially during the early days of our bus journey. Thinking back, ever since Sinclair's translation became reliable enough, the sinners had less reason to voice their frustrations with Ryoshi's acronyms, which in turn gave her few causes to snicker about. I'm not sure why, but something tells me she might be making her acronyms ridiculously incomprehensible on purpose.
Oh yeah, right. If your conjecture is correct, Executive Manager, she has one tasteless sense of humor. From what I recall, the toys and games he was into were pretty retro. Fuck. Must have been annoying to play along.
At first, but the more I played along, the more I got into it. Still corny and juvenile as shit, though. I know aught that that conflict within me. Trifling and apocryphal they may be, yet we are all compelled to peer with hindwards at the interests of the family.
I hate that I immediately knew how to pronounce apocryphal.
Fuck you.
I immediately knew how to pronounce it. I was like, oh, fuck. I realized why.
Yeah, I wanted to know what Papa was getting into to really, get what he was talking about. Besides, I need to know if these things, if I wanted to chat him up and talk about mutual subjects, so. He'd tell me about you all the time, Yoshihide. Proud shit. Not a day without him saying stuff like, Yoshihide learned this in 2 days, or, yo, this was Yoshihide's fave, you know?
Too bad I wasn't here to tell you that his words weren't worth shit. I once thought of him the same as you do now. A good man, at least among the nurse fathers, caring enough to bring me gifts. But one day, I realized that he'd never understand the things I really cared about, even if his life had depended on it.
One day, thou sayest? Pray tell, was there aught that had changed thy perception of that man?
I don't remember when or why, just that it happened.
Wait, I might know this. Was it something that happened at school? Papa told me things started getting awkward between you and him ever since you quit school.
Bullshit, I've never been to school.
Kira should just write everyone.
I thought of wanting to go to school.
Stop saying Kira's the strongest character in fiction, Late. I know she is the new hyperfixation of the month for the.
Look, no. Again, no. Frog. Well-fed Kira.
Well, okay, my bad.
Well-fed Kira.
I forgot. This is
Kira on a normal diet.
This is literally the fucking JJK narrator where it's like, the head, superior of all, of course. Well, except for well-fed Kira. The yellow harpoon is unmatched in his physical might. Well, except for well-fed Kira, of course.
Matthias must have been talking out of his ass again.
Huh? No way, bro. I even saw a clip of it.
What?
Papa showed me that video when he's teaching me how to use these doors. I even saw baby you going, I'm off to school, Dad, in that video. So I'm pretty dang sure. But I don't.
I don't. That's on me.
As Kira went on, Ryoshi's confidence from her initial retort seemed to slip away. I couldn't blame her, so much of her memory had been mutilated. Ryoshi didn't sound like she was denying it out of hand. She seemed to mean that when she said she'd never been to school and had never wanted to. And I want to glimpse the fragment of memory that made her say that. The moment I willed it, a scene from her past suddenly flashed across my eyes. Who's this, TP?
That's Callisto.
No. Very well, Yoshihide. I will register you in an institution that is not entirely dissimilar from school. There is a subsidiary of the Ring. Academy. You sure it was a school? Not like an art academy or something like it? Wait, that kind of makes more sense. Yeah, it must have been an academy, not a school.
Me of art.
Ryoshi muttered a few words as though they were pieces of a puzzle she was assembling.
Japanese swears something.
Then, after a brief moment, she turned towards me with an astounded scoff and a look of mild irritation.
Fuck.
Man, you clocked me right then, Ryoshi. Damn.
You deserve a smack.
What the Ah! Then lightly smacked me upside the head with her scabbard. What was that for?
This memory sucks clock. I would have been just fine without it. But at least I got to remember the incident that changed my perspective on Matthias.
You did it last time, TP. You offered to do a Rio
Dad,
too. You know what
I go to a school.
School, Yoshihide? Well, I don't see why you would wish, let alone need, to go to such an institution when we nurse fathers are here to provide you with all the education you require. You would later find our unique style of homeschooling to have much more enlightening than trudging through any of the Nest's formulaic educational systems.
But, Dad, I saw him in a picture book. And I don't have any friends here.
Oh, Jen and his pointless... But it is true that there are quantities that can only be learned through group erudition that endangers competition. Very well, Yoshihide. I shall register you in an institution that is not entirely dissimilar from school.
Fucking not entire. Sorry. Really?
I intend to send Yoshihide to an academy as part of my educational curriculum. There is an Academy of Art, a subsidiary of the Ring. Companionship with other talented children of approximately her age will nourish her spirit of ambition that will guide Yoshihide's growth.
Beep beep.
You want to do this guy?
I guess he's technically the same as Yi-Sang, just like a little heavier.
You just literally do your Yi-Sang voice and just deepen it a little and you're good.
The prefect, the prescript approves.
The prefect? No, you're thinking of a D&D.
Prefect.
Thinking of a D&D thing.
Why did I go prefect? But, Callisto, I will tell you now that you might be making a mistake.
No, but mistakes happen in all kinds of art, Ren. But how are you so certain of that? Do elaborate, if you can, hand puppet of the prescripts, by whom every aspect of existence is articulated. What do you even know of choice? Of what is right or wrong?
Fuck, you got me there.
No.
And off they went. Perhaps a little more situational awareness would have prevented what is to come. Right, Callisto had found me a rather decent academy. The hardworks that used to scare me when I was alone weren't so bad when I was with other kids. No, that's not quite it. It'd be more accurate to say that I started to understand people's perspective on beauty. Of course I would, when all we ever did was nod along to the lectures and spout purple prose, all the while making pin cushions out of people's bodies like it was nothing.
Our lesson today will focus on corpus techniques. Now, take a good look at the diagram here, then the mannequins before you. Weave the blood vessels in the same pattern as the diagram, and... I don't know why we're learning about corpus stuff in this day and age. Right? I don't get what the point of this slog tying and shaping blood vessels to make a color that a drop of ink can do better. I read that in the book.
Multiple dots.
I'm more excited to learn about Cubist technique than this crap. Honestly, why is this washed up movement even part of the curriculum? It's just boring, shallow gore stuff.
I'm sorry. No, it's gory, but it's boring and shallow only because you guys are bad at it.
What? Are you mad because your daddy's a lame corporist? Oh, is he? No wonder her stuff is just as... Ow!
I was taught that people who say bad things about my family deserve to get their butt kicked. Them bad-mouthing Callisto wasn't actually what set me off. I didn't have any special reverence or attachment to family like Matthias did either. It's just what I was taught to dislike, that's all. Just one of those tantrums kids of that age have. Kids will be kids and all that. I'm old Dad.
Hey, buddy! You're home early. Oh man, that must have been playing rough today, huh? You got dust all over.
Got into a fight.
A fight? Oh shit, dude. Oh.
Yeah, they kept saying dumb things about class stuff, so I smacked them.
what about you? They didn't hit you anywhere, did they, buddy?
On my cheek, but it's okay, because I punched them this many more times. Did I do good?
That's my girl.
Oh wait, where are you going?
Oh, you know, just some business to take care of. Why don't you sit tight and work on a coloring book? Dad'll be home before you know it.
Okay, is it bro business?
No, it's family business.
Thinking of the fucking NCIS meme with like the shout and it's like putting on the sunglasses. Damn it. Whatever. I ain't seen what's so bad about taking care of your own. Them snotty saws don't know respect unless you beat it into them. If only he'd been a simple-minded fool like you, the story would have ended right there with a pat on my head. What?
Papa, I mean, the middle doesn't stop there. It never does.
You've literally experienced the Heathcliff, come on.
You hurt a member of the family, that automatically gets you written up in a book.
And he did what he did in the end. Huh?
There you are, Yoshihide. Class starting already, my diligent little girl. Wonder who she takes after.
Dad?
I know. Said I'll be back before you know it, but got lost trying to find my way through the ring bastards' tricky mazes. You know how they are. Oh yeah, there's so many sniveling brats here. Well, as for their crimes, they slapped my buddy's face hard enough to leave a mark. That's an arm for you. As for the instructors, well, anyone agreed that they did one sorry job of keeping these tykes under control. In that case, pursuant to Title 2, Section 52 of the book, execution by beheading. They clearly don't use it for much for what they got much use for what it sits on their shoulders, huh? Fuck, I'm having a hard time with words today. Anyway, let's kill more people.
Anyway, let's kill more people. Damn it.
How do you like it, buddy? Papa's the best, ain't he? How dare he? Such senseless, barbaric violence. Uncultured and civilized animal.
I can't do fucking sobbing. Just sob.
Do not be discouraged, dear Yoshihide. I have eyed out yet another academy worthy of your talents. It is much more significant and prestigious institution this time. I assure you, even an intemperate berserker like Matthias won't dare force his way into such a place as he did as the previous academy.
Don't wanna...
Yoshihide?
I don't wanna go into an academy. I don't wanna go. I don't need friends anyway. For all his posturing, nothing that was ever important to me held any significance to Matthias. He took a lot away from me just to feel good about himself. Cigarette puffing, I don't know. So I hoped he, more than anyone, would never find out about the things I held dear, because I was afraid he would take them away from me like he did the others. But he'd always catch on faster than he had any right to. Every contract that took me away from the House of Spiders made me tremble in anxiety. Because I was worried about, I don't remember what. I do know that I could never stop thinking about my room. And that safe. That really small So, whatever occupied the room in my absence must have been the most precious thing to me in the world.
This
$50
$15 Fortnite card. Who wants it? The scabbard, which has been stirring lately as Ryoshu recounted her past, soon began to rattle audibly.
Oh, you're right, I can talk. It's doing that thing again.
Ryoshu patted the scabbard with a gentle, reassuring hand. The scabbard that was once Soraya, a memory without attachment. It appeared to me almost as though she was pacifying a crying child. Seeing that gesture, Heathcliff briefly cast a sudden yet faintly expectant gaze between Ryoshi's scabbard and my device. He must be thinking back to his last conversation with Catherine. But Catherine's existence, unlike Araya's, was erased by the golden bow itself. I doubt this device could do anything for Heathcliff at this point.
Rip. From everything we know, the ring nurse father seems to have been the least awful parental figure in your childhood.
Yeah, I didn't know that Robo was such a radical guy. He sent you to academy like he wanted, even got angry on your behalf.
I said it. I meant, oh. Don't worry. Hazy memories. I almost forgot to mention. A few days after that, Callisto left a snowman by my pillow as a gift. It was made of heads.
Heads? Like...
Head, shoulder, knees, and toes.
You're telling me he killed multiple members of the head for you? Like, that's pretty dope, dude!
Brain rot.
What?
Whoops. Yes, decapitated heads from the incident at the academy, threaded together into a sculpture. Thinking back, it was one sorry excuse for an art. He's sorely mistaken if he thought some low-effort bullshit like that could make me feel better. Whoops. Could have spared us the details, lass.
Well, with that covered, do you guys want to head back?
Oh, nah. Sorry. Hang on.
What's up? Gonna get that luscious treatment before heading back?
Hey, that ain't it. Look there, those blokes weighing outside, walking out of the salon. Falvis, ain't they? They found us.
It would not be odd to find a field branch of the Ring's art movement in different districts of the city, especially that of the Falvis scale, however. Various evidence, such as their masks and the fact that our group has immediately drawn their attention, suggests that they are in the same pack as the one making regular incursions into the House of Spiders.
This is LCB for speaking to Team Leader Alan, requesting immediate commencement of lockdown sequence.
Copy that. Why don't we... Holy shit, guys, stop!
Bloody hell, what?
Don't you know where you are? You're smack dab in the middle protected turf. Cause a scene and bros and sisters of the middle will be here any second.
Good point.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Already drawing the Ring's unwanted attention. We certainly don't want the middle coming after us up to the House of Spiders still.
So you've got a G.I.
But my name's not Joe.
So, looks like... Talk.
Ever played Whack-A-Mole? Like, why even give yourselves a countdown? Just head through that door now and beat up whoever thinks it's a great idea to walk in through the door.
She puts forth a sound strategy, Executive Manager. As long as there's no high-ranking officer among them, it would be to our benefit.
Well then, let's do as Kira says. That was quick. Alan blinked, shooting us a puzzled look as our entire squad came pouring through the door long before he finished the lockdown sequence. Due to the newly emergent complication past the door, we concluded that this location is the optimal point to intercept and engage the infiltrators from the Ring. This location, you say? Oh wait, the door leads to a zone under Syndicator Wings protection, doesn't it? Better idea to fight here then.
Happy to work with someone quick on the uptake.
wasn't long before the Fevis began rushing through the open door. I didn't want to summon them while they're relaxing, but well, it can't be helped. And I summoned the sinners back to work.
열차내 정리요원에게 안내 말씀드립니다. 현재 특정 객실에서 소요 사태가 발생했습니다. 신속한 처치를 부탁드립니다.
God, my throat is fucking recovering from doing the Matthias voice. I hope it sounded good, TP.
I didn't expect it to come.
I was trying to make it sound as stupid dummy core as possible while still being kind of intimidating, and I hopefully succeeded at that.
Yeah. I'd say it's decent.
I'll take decent.
Voice act. I have no clue. I got zero training in this dog. I don't know what the fuck she's expecting from me.
Alan, we are so fucked. Nice. Get him, Dawn. You're gonna have like no charge, so it's gonna suck for your sanity, but fuck it, you know what? I need you to win a clash. Perfect. That's some people dealt with.
사실은 그렇게 대단한 일도 아니에요. 혹시 칭찬을 바랐다면 엔젤라님이나 마이크를 떠난 편이 나았을 거예요. 제가 아니다요.
Let's go.
Let's go, Justin.
Let's go, Justin. I swear. Did I tell you about the post I saw earlier today on Twitter?
Nope.
It was the Street Fighter movie. It was like a banner for it, and Justin Wong retweeted it saying, "I swear to God, if they show Chun-Li being parried by Ken, I'm gonna lose it." Also, I want to be back. Entertain people, please.
Hello. Sorry, I was a little late to getting back on the stream. But hello, guys. Hey, I have made a class change on D&D for the next week. Technically, yeah, it will technically be next week. And it's not gonna be a monk anymore, which is a bit sad, but
Alright, I'm back, TP. How many people did you kill?
I think everyone died. Me vibing to the music. Yep.
Everyone's dead.
No, I was really lucky. I think everyone turned their phones off while the stream was up.
Me vibing to the music. Oh, thanks, Light. The music is really good at this point. True. Still find it funny that I'm using some middle IDs against these guys.
Yeah.
Pretty... Yeah, this fight's basically... I have enough sanity to just kind of snowball hit from here, huh? That's good. Hong Luke, kill him! Kill!
Murder him.
He did.
Yeah.
Don went mentally unstable before we left. That's not the right scene again.
Wait a minute.
Miseries. Interesting. Okay, and that about wraps up the middle corridor. Thanks to you folks, we managed to cut the door cataloging workload by 80%. I really appreciate everyone going the extra mile to check each and every door too. It made my life a whole lot easier. The Hong Lu does not concern himself with killing. He does.
He probably does now, at least. It's all thanks to the manager's excellent strategization.
Well, whatever you're talking about, lady. Next up, the Thumbs Corridor. We actually found a lot of intel lying around there, so we just need you to check on some of the doors in its basements. Intel? The manager expresses interest in the aforementioned intel. That. In the Thumbs Corridor, we came across a bundle of papers detailing the comings and goings of the Thumbs members and the orders they were carrying. Whoever wrote the logs has been diligently keeping them updated. The last entry was written not so long ago. And while the contents of the notes weren't so all that interesting, it helped us get an idea of where each door in that corridor leads to.
And Gina's shitty scrap papers. She's been keeping up with that useless shit this whole time.
Useless shit?
Remnants of her desperate search for a thread to cling to. You found one of her backup ticket hoards.
I've marked any tourists that need work with the drone. There should be about 3 or 4 of them. While you guys do that, I've got some leftover work to take care of over here, so... I've been noticing throughout our interactions, whenever anything irrelevant to his work comes up, Alan seems to have this way of unhearing and maneuvering right past it as though he didn't even register what was said. Recalling our conversation with Cicera back at P-Corp, this deeply uncurious indifference might be one of the essential personality traits to go on as a corporate employee in the city. Understood. We will explore the areas past the marked doors and return here. Thanks a ton. Well, then... With Alan returning to where the other Wayfair company employees were huddled around, we decided to follow the corridor to the left. Hey, there's someone in here. More of the ring, maybe.
Oh, whoops. Going by their silhouettes, they're unlikely to be members of the ring.
Come on, lady, get out of my way so I can see. Oh, it's the detective, some stubbly guy I don't know, and that annoyingly airy dude. Sounds like Moses, Gregor, and Hong Lu, respectively. The trio's conversation grew closer as I approached them. I assume there is an "as" there. That's a yeah. Small writing mistake. Project Move.
Clearer the closer I approach.
You okay, fella? You bumped your head earlier. Fine as a fiddle. It was just a minor fall. This is the third time it's occurred. So, fuck, I can't do deep female voices. TP!
Why am I the deep female? Not even the whatever.
Be the woman.
This is the third time it's occurred. We ought to discuss this issue with the manager once this consultation is over.
I think I'm seeing a bump on the side of Hong Lu's head. Anyway, you know what to do, right?
Brain damage.
At any moment you see signs of... Don't worry, Gregor. You made it through the explanation and the footage both. You're going to be fine again. I believe in you. Look at you now. You're right where it happened, but your arm is stable, see?
Let's go it. Ironically, fear tends to grow most unmitigated when it is distant and unseen. I understand what you might be worried about, but I don't see even the earliest importance of it. So don't hesitate to share the unfiltered thoughts that arise while you're in here.
I
Thoughts?
know what I saw in the footage, but I'm still having a hard time believing it. Or, I don't know. Maybe I'm just avoiding the truth when it's staring me right in the face. My case is nothing like Don Quixote's. She just needs to keep her shoes on. And it's all good and dandy for her, isn't it? Things don't work out that way. For me. Whatever they're talking about sounds hella deep, guys. You sure about that eavesdropping on them like this?
That geezer's always weirdly cagey about himself. Maybe now's a chance to learn more about him. He's sharing such an IS about himself for once. Why walk away?
Don Quixote giving a nonsensical interpretation of Ryoshi's acronym as Kira rolls her eyes out of exasperation. Between the bickering sinners and Kierhofer, Oda stands in silence with an inscrutable look on her face. She is listening to the exchange between Moses and Gregor like a woman possessed. Okay, let's keep listening then. Otis was right, damn it. She was right all along. The war isn't over. Never was. And it can't ever be over as long as this fucking joke of a gift stays attached to my arm.
Oh, whoops. Barbed words. Now, let's revisit a... Oh, damn it. Oh, yeah. Now, let's revisit a question you couldn't answer while the footage was playing. Hopefully, it's become easier to answer now. You've been using that arm to fight just fine so far. How?
I don't mind fighting hostiles or enemies. I'm not the kind of person who worries about people trying to kill me. Killing my comrades, that changes things. Doesn't it? I mean, I can't even control it. There's nothing I can do to even brace for it. It's unstoppable. Like some kind of time bomb counting down to unleash a disease you never know when its symptoms will set off. Even Heathcliff, who always was the first to step up when people began to spiral into self-hatred, stood in conflicted silence, his lips drawing a hard, straight line. Besides, Gregor wasn't wrong in that, at present, there wasn't a way to stop his transformation should it occur again. We've still a good chunk of the journey left, and eventually we'll have to...
no matter what lurks in the past of the sinners. Even if they have killed hundreds, thousands, no, tens of thousands of innocent people, will you still embrace them?
We'll eventually have to confront an even darker, bleaker truth of the war. Can I really trust Gregor not to crumble under that inevitable pressure? I see. You're afraid you'll end up hurting us. Well, that's... At first, I thought I couldn't give a hoot whether or not I accidentally murdered some of you. It's a bit saddening to hear that. You know how it is, Honglu. The bus team, didn't exactly get off to a rockin' good start. But through our journey, I began to think of you as all as my comrades, and I was okay with that because I had too much faith in my own weakness. When I realized that I'd grown so weak I couldn't even take down some backstreet thug with this arm, I was relieved. Imagine that. This same arm, my arm. A weapon that stabbed the heart out of countless people during the Smoke War. I'll be honest, when that Hohenheim fella said that I was an exception, the thought alone made me hope. Exception? A potential to be harmless, weaker than even the nonchalant like you saying, made me hope for a life that didn't sound so bad. We all know how that went, though, don't we? Blew up in the worst possible way. And after all that, I couldn't bring myself to fight again. Because I no longer know when this fear would eat me up again. Because I'm constantly afraid of this damn gift manifesting again.
Same fear you've carried all this time. How did you endure it before?
Barely. Holding on to the idea that the living's gotta live on and nothing else. This really brings me back years. Memories are so clear that it's like they all happened yesterday. Best to kick me off the bus before push comes to... That can't be the answer, Gregor. You can walk away, but the danger of our journey won't leave with you. Dante and the rest of us will still be facing an endless repeat of peril. And it's not like leaving the bus will bring peace to your heart. Our deaths can be reversed should an accident occur. Even if that comes at the cost of Dante's suffering, the same can't be said for most people in the city. And that's something I never expected to hear from you. I guess you're right. If we're seeing this through to any kind of end, this would be the place to do so. Not many places in the city have some warmth to them like this one does. Boy, this consultation thing's pretty embarrassing. I mean, it's not like I was forced to go through something as traumatizing as yours, Honglu. Truth be told, I'm not some special case. Everyone who participated in that war must have gone through more or less the same experience. Miss Moses, Otis, even Valencia, that piece of work. We can't attach a number to our misfortunes as if there's something to be measured. When I fled from my past, I tried my hardest to avert my eyes from it, but you, Gregor, you're not like me. Every few steps that you distance yourself from the past, you come to pause and spare a look toward the path you had walked. All those years I let slip by, all those that you slipped you by are dotted with phantoms of suffering that are both ineffable and beyond measure.
Different experiences, different pain. Though, if there's one thing in common to everyone, it's that trauma leaves after effects that linger for a long time.
What? If you don't mind me asking, what are yours?
Read my fucking book. I dislike loud noises and people who talk too much. They sound too much like the cacophony of the war, like screaming comrades who resented me as they lay dying, and the wounds they left in my heart bled me dry.
But I thought you were fond of Miss Ezra, Miss Moses.
Talk too much. That aside, haven't you heard your fill? Might as well come out from that corner you're hiding in.
Oh man, they knew we'd been dropping eaves this whole time. I was actually waiting for the right time to come out and say a few words, but I just couldn't find the appropriate moment too. Well, I would have had to share this with Manager Bud or the rest of you fellas sooner or later, so I don't really mind. But what's she doing here?
T.A.
The
elephant in the room.
Temporary ally? Temporal assistance? Tutelage
So
assistance?
close. Come on.
Oh, well, I'll let Don Quixote handle it. Teacher P. Don just fucking comes.
How the fuck did you get P? No, temporary accompaniment.
Don't be an asshole. I'm working my ass off to help you guys. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
You're right on time. I've been working on the theory, but I don't have all the clues to be absolutely certain. A word from someone in the know may immensely improve my confidence in the theory. Kira, do you know which door the Thumbsner's father was most attached to?
Huh? I mean, no, duh.
I really thought she was about to say no dip. No? That's supposed to be obvious?
Didn't you guys all see her? You think I'd just chat up a scary lady like that? Not a fucking dumbass. Dude, she was beating the ever-loving shit out of Lucio every time I saw them together. Oh, yeah. He went down fighting you guys to the end, right?
Yeah. Said stuff about her generosity and all that and fought till he died.
Damn, that's unexpected. Being real for a sec, I totally thought he was gonna swap sides.
Probably would've. And why is that? Really? That lad?
You know, the vibes. I mean, you guys didn't know because you haven't seen him long without the scary lady always looming over him. What's up? Gonna stab it right in the spine?
Oh, fuck. Wait, who's...
You. Look, I think you might be training wrong, because you're not improving as much as you think you should from all that grind. Let me show you what I learned about sword sings in this comic book. This is not how my master has instructed me. The textbook cannot be permitted to have a single deviation if it means to repay the debt it owes her. Why are you so obsessed with all that crap anyway? You don't even like the old lady. But you're not so different from me in that regard, are you? Bro, the heck are you talking about? I love my papa. Seriously, I thought things were gonna crash and burn before Yoshida even came home.
Oops. And... suppose textbook and I had that in common. If this one doesn't know, let me redirect that question toward you, Ryoshu. Hopefully this touches upon one of your more intact memories. Do you know which of these doors the Dumbner's father showed particular attachment to? Or the doors she used most often? Why ask me? Fine, yes I do, remember. Don't even need clocks out to piece it back together. It's that one. The door with metal pieces dangling from it.
Holy shit, I almost died out there. Son of a bitch, fucking fly, where did all those G-code fucks even drag these gross pets from?
Bring me my beer. Mom, are you okay?
Do I look okay to you, Ticket?
Yeah? No, not really.
I have my injured sprite on, Ticket. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm fine. You know I don't break easy. You should have been there to see me tear the head off that G-Corp vermin. Tickets.
Mom, your leg's bleeding a lot.
Here comes another mission. Boy, they really can't do shit without me. So much for a break. The fuck is this?
Bandages for you.
Is this kid serious? They've got truckloads of expensive treatments on the ready to patch me up the moment I get back to the field. Well, okay, never mind that. Hey, this works. Hey, Cobalt Violets.
Hello, I don't. Hello, Cobalt. But
TP.
oh, it's just Scarlet. It's Scarlet on the different.
God damn it. I got baited again.
I was like, wait a minute. Ah, fuck. Mom?
Sit tight and don't start any trouble. I'll teach you some sword techniques with the back.
Be right back killing random insects. Must have been her years in the smoke war. Yeah, fighting in the war took a lot out of her and left her perpetually exhausted.
Mimi.
But
God damn it.
But she marched to every battle with a smile. Stop drinking. Stop beating me too. Like a blissful idiot who forgot that she was still neck deep in an inescapable pit called the House of Spiders.
Caught me off guard.
Well, the ironic piece didn't last. Some time after the war ended, someone she called the consigliere?
Yeah.
Yeah, consigliere. The consigliere of the dumb visited the House of Spiders as a tutor. And that's when she went right back to drinking herself into shit-faced stupor that day after day. The beatings returned and so did the edge in the profanities. It was pathetic.
Hold on. Why though? Sure, I was on the losing side. But wasn't Valencia on the winning side? A war hero at that.
Does she know? Does he know? Ever heard of the regulation that prevents Smoke War participants from moving into I Corp and K Corp nests? Common thread between these post-war rules is that they make the lives of veterans difficult. Dubious rules that don't discriminate between winners and losers. Was there a line before that?
No, Otis just said nothing.
Oh,
She's like,
Alright!
I too am reacting to this information.
I am also a veteran. My Kanto's coming soon. Please wait for me.
Please be patient. Meanwhile, Merceau's in the back like, this intervala has nothing to do with me and I've spoken 2 lines.
Big.
I see. There must have been some stuff going on behind the scenes there, too.
Doesn't that mean the back door will drop us into a trench they dug during the wall? Yes, and Gregor will be the one to open it.
Wait. Me?
Are you deaf? Yes, others can do it for you, but what would be the point? You sure this won't just end up giving him more nightmares? I don't see how this helps him in any way. We do not have any means to treat whatever it is that slumbers within his arm. I would surmise that the underlying cause of this sudden transformation wasn't the arm itself. In fact, it was this random thing. Then what? It's trauma. No shit! Fucking detective here. His arm took control after his psyche was crushed by the weight of the unspeakable memories coming back to haunt him. It's not because the arm went berserk that he started reliving this painful past. It's the other way around. Isn't that so? If you can come to understand that the war is really over, and that what others say, no matter how closely they echo the past, is not necessarily aimed at you, then you may be able to loosen your grip on the fear and anxiety that your arm could metamorphose at any moment.
While her suggestion may seem blunt, it's one of the basic treatment principles of M-Corp psychotherapy centers. Fine, then. Guess I'll open it.
52. I'm 52 and I popped ego. Stop complaining.
Gregor walked up to the door, grabbed its handle, then paused, taking slow, deep breaths. With one arm, he gently opened the door. Where are you running? You should be the one taking the lead in the front lines with our G-Corp banner held high. I'm not gonna yell.
I wanna die!
It's nice to have a place to go back to. TPS, it's older woman.
Alright.
You know what that means?
Oh my god. Oh, right. Happy 15th birthday.
But you can't possibly have the cheek to call me cruel. You G-Corp pests are far more messed up than I ever was. Ripping people apart, cannibalizing them. You're nothing but a swarm of fucked up monsters. I thought I'd woken up from that dream. But I was still... Yippee!
Yippee.
Yippee trauma.
I now voice apparently older women, stoic characters, and older people.
I have Gregor back. Yay!
Range.
부부자에게 자꾸 물리력을 관자식처럼 클리닝하 뭐
오케이.
H상 형님과 누님들을 위해
좋아. 준비는
소재가
나를 점 찍었다면.
몸을 풀어두죠.
Well, so now I do old women, stoic deadpan characters, and yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I have range.
This
None.
place. It's just a boring old office. I was kind of ready to be shook, thinking we were about to walk into a war zone or something. You recognize this place? Of course I do. My last job before Limbus Company. And my desk was over there. Here's a tip, fellas. When you're working in an office like this, always get a corner desk facing the wall if you can help it. Lets you hide from the boss man. Out of sight, out of mind, you know? You can do whatever you want that way. Work, chill, even freak out and tear at the slightest sound of metal clinking, and nobody will catch you. Nobody will think you're a bother to other people. Gregor grins, a bitter, mocking smile directed at himself. Only downside of the desk arrangement being people walking behind me to get my attention. Higher ups had to holler, "Hey, it's Ver!" and scuttle right up to them, but the others can't do that. Then if people walked up to me from behind, I'd get afraid that I might cause an accident.
Vet hire must be about the post-war veteran special employment.
Right, but I couldn't possibly complain. Wouldn't have gotten the job without it, you know? Not everyone was lucky enough to be considered for that. I was better off than Gregor? Head manager Ted! Gregor whipped around, his head instinctively leaping to his other arm. There was an unfamiliar man in a clean suit standing behind us. It really is you, Gregor. And I see some new faces with you. Oh, wait. Oh, you folks must be the account that the guys in the other team asked us to leave the meeting room open for. Land a new job, huh? So you've got a new employee card right there. Well, so how you been doing? Me? Same old, well enough. It's not like I've got anywhere else to go, right? Not surprised you found new work so soon. You were always a dependable guy. Is the pay good? How's life, man? Oh, yeah, you were gonna sell that commemorative coin, some kind of metal, right? Hope you got paid good money for it. Look at me asking how's life to a fellow citizen. Can't imagine anybody would have anything good to say to that, huh? Moving on. Hope no one's hounding you with vet hire shit over here. No, not at all. There's none of that there. Here. Hey, that's good to hear, man. Glad you don't have to deal with the dang jackasses of the EXVP messing with you like he was a war veteran himself. You know how many years I had to hear that geezer bragging about how he profiteered from the war, pulling himself up by his bootstraps? About how in every peril is an opportunity waiting to be found? Blah, blah, blah. I'm preaching to the choir, aren't I? That guy, huh? Is he still taking his sauna breaks during work hours? What do you think? His seat misses his ass every day. Oh, and get this. Remember how we used to call you special employee fellas Nepo for us? A few days ago, his name showed up in the HR report. Guess what it said? Turns out he was lining his pockets with kickbacks when choosing to fix our organization for a partnership project. There's about to be a vacancy in the office real soon. Really? Isn't he the, an actual Nepo? Thought he's the president's family. Yeah, man, it's that bad. It's what anyone ever talks about by the water cooler. If there's anything I learned today here, it's people obsessed with back in my day are all kinda like him. They hate how their glory days are behind them. Kinda like a distraction from how pathetic they are now. And hey, a Backstreet's kid like myself don't have glory days to look back on and yearn for, right? I look back, it's all doom and gloom. But, if you ever hit rock bottom, you also know the only way left to go is up. You said something like that before, yeah. Guess it's my own brand of bullshit philosophy. Oh boy, look at me running my mouth in front of our customers. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, don't worry about it. Oh, that's a pretty unique prosthetic you have there.
Alright, no worries. But it seemed that you were on your way to submit those proposals.
Gee golly, I'm late. Thank you for snapping me out of it. I'm gonna get one heck of a scolding. Anyway, Gregor, hit me up sometime. Let's go out and catch up over a drink or something. Sure, if I get the chance. The man who seemed like Gregor's former coworker hurried away, but he didn't forget to wave us a good-natured goodbye. I can see a little bit of him in the way you talk, Gregor. Come on, I don't sound as old as he does, do I? Moses, who had been quietly observing as Gregor and his former co-worker chatted, exhaled a light stream of smoke and slowly began to speak.
Many of us who return from the war seem to suffer from a certain misconception. When we are told to remember, it does not mean we are bidden to live through the nightmare of the past over and over again. We're not being cursed to relive the pain and suffer in it. Both Ezra and I we're both still trying to be free of the misconception we inflicted on ourselves.
It's not like I remember because I want to.
If you can't bring yourself to forget them, might as well include in your memory the fact that the war has indeed ended.
Fine. You're not wrong there. Gregor stared down at his right arm for a while, quietly contemplating. Manager Bud. More like a manager Bud. Can't say I can give you any reassurance, but what's going on in my life seems to be the best answer for now. I want to ask if you're okay with that, though. I'll manage, but it's you who's gonna have to deal with the aftermath. Gregor would always say the same to those suffering from the cruelty inherent in living. Still, live on. Just live on. Yet even as his lips spoke those words, his eyes would take on a desperate, unfocused look, shaded beneath despair. Today, the gloomy gray seemed to give way to a hint of a blue sky beyond. This may be no more than a single ray of the sun peering through the dark clouds that have long suffocated the sky. It would probably take much more than this for the shadows to be fully lifted, but don't you worry, I'll be fine. It's a big step forward for him to have addressed me even a little bit of the persistent anxiety from his past. When we emerged from the door, we saw Otis facing away from us, her weapon drawn. Wait, I don't think she even followed us through the door. Oh, we're not getting to her yet. She did fucking want to test it. Okay. Were you here the entire time?
Yes, I was told by that Alan figure that someone has to stay behind and watch the door during these operations.
Ah, how awfully narratively coherent and convenient for you.
I can't tell yet. So I stayed and... Boo, it's me.
Oh man, it's those asshats again! TP?
Oh, my fault. Weird. Those corridors. The corridors is not a place for those newbies to be roaming around on their own. As you can see, a few uninvited guests have decided to visit us through a different door.
I look past Otis just in time to see more Palvis pouring in from the corridor through a different back door. They must be trying to find a way to get to the ring nurse father's corridor. Well, we can't just let them through, can we? Kill them all. Kill them all. Ah. Kill them. Kill them all.
Who will resonate with?
유혈적 폭력 사태 발생 중. 열차 내에 남아있는 정리 요원은 신속한 상황 종료를 위해 노력해 주십시오.
집수풀 뇌파 충전. 항상 급한 전시코스 작동.
Can we win a clash, please? Thank you,
Oh,
Marcel.
do something.
Consistency, man.
모범적인 청소 방식을 확인했습니다. 인사부서에 해당 요원에 대한 평가를 송신합니다.
크게 의미 있는 성공은 아니지만요. 딱히 할 말은 없네요. 할 수 있다. 힘을 냈으면 한다.
Oh, this is bad. I should have not done this. That worked out fine, I think.
You'll be fine.
What could possibly go wrong?
뭐 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠? 오늘은 가세하지. 사실은 그렇게 대단한 일도 아니에요.
I love gluttony resonance. Yippee.
What the fuck's a kilometer?
What the fuck's a kilometer?
그 누구도 이곳에선 안전할 수 없어요. 저 개체도 마찬가지겠죠. 집수풀 뇌파 충전. 희망 이세는 비켜!
아이씨, 짜증나게.
조용히.
Go Dawn. Kill. Kill John Lennon. Kill.
Kill John Lennon.
오늘은 가세하지. 사실은 그렇게 대단한 일도 아니에요. 혹시 칭찬해
I still love the voice line that plays whenever she snaps out of her negative coin mode.
What is it? I forget.
I don't remember the actual words, but it's just like they kind of what happened?
Oh, that's silly. I didn't know that.
조용히.
I don't remember what it actually says.
Go, chat TPS. Do the Google.
인간이 앉아 있어.
사실은 그렇게 대단한 일도 아니에요. 혹시 칭찬을 받았다면
Fine.
한결 다르네요.
go. Oh, I hear this. Yeah, have aught transpired?
Stupid. So dumb.
What happened?
What happened? I will say, I do like that this interval seems quite long.
Even though it's literally 14 notes, I don't know how it's feeling this long.
It's feeling quite long. You know what? Let's go gambling.
You know what else is long?
And whoopie-duh.
Rhyme!
Die. Death.
You can't do this to me. Do you know how much I sacrificed?
돈 벌러 가자.
You can't do this to me. Once we dealt with the Fauvists, who invaded the Thumner's father's destroyed corridor, we left for the indexes. And ran into a few familiar faces waiting for us at our destination. Why were they all there? Like,
Hello, we are waiting for you.
I'm Merceau. I stood in this place doing absolutely nothing, waiting for you to come here, manager. Don't you guys have the day off? Yeah, I thought we might as well come along. She's getting a different accent every time I voice her. It's, you know, you keep summoning us while we're in the middle of something, so I decided that it might be more convenient for us to be with you in person.
Oh, right. Fuck, yeah. Your summoning occurred at the most unideal moment.
Dante, I was on the toilet. Please stop summoning me without warning.
Finally, I have my Oh, fuck.
And then Merceau. I'm Merceau, I'm the goat. I don't think he says that. He would just be like, I'm Merceau. And then just say nothing. I know you weren't doing it on purpose, but all 3 times you summoned me, I was leaning over snacks topped with a bunch of whipped cream. Today I learned that blacking out and waking up to a me-shaped indent in a cake was about to chow down. Doesn't make for a very relaxing break. Sorry about that. I should have checked in with you guys before summoning. I'm still getting used to it. Oh, okay, now you're being too sorry. No hard feelings, you know? I'm tagging along because I need some exercise, that's all. I appreciate the additional employee assignments. Now, could you share any information you know about yet another corridor? I hung out here all the time, so I know this place a little. Why'd you go southern?
Why'd she go southern?
It's infecting us, the southern virus. I hung out here all the time.
You need to stop.
I hung out here all the time,
fruit.
so I know this place a little. There was this super clingy, annoying little... No, that wasn't the mass dude. There was this other, Is there something you don't remember? Alright, Kira probably doesn't remember Sora. Sora? I don't think that name rings any bells for us either. Is that someone who used to live here? Yeah, well, Sora was the Index Apprentice, so she probably lived here. Forsooth, the Index Apprentice, who, pray tell, wherefore is the middle, the thumb, and the ring each have their apprentices, yet the index and the pinky lack them. Vespa Canto 9 Yellow Harpoon. I hope to offer you a more proper greeting should we ever meet. First impressions matter a great deal after all. Hello, Vespa Canto 9 Yellow Harpoon. I sincerely hope you did not hear the absolute lustfulness I talked about you in the last episode of this.
Hey, Vespa Canto 9 Yellow Harpoon.
I like you specify Canto 9. Like, as he the character is aware of the cantos, and he's just like, yeah, I don't know.
Isn't that Kanto? I over-farmed.
TP.
My fault. It would indeed be quite odd if a mere 3 of the 5 fingers kept an apprentice each. Retrace I might make of recollections, yet I find it like following a trail of odorless air, invisible and unreal.
No, there was someone, but I can't. The representations of the Pinky and the Index's apprentices are missing. No, to be more precise, a merciless blade has shredded and reduced them to intangible formlessness.
How refreshing to hear that same impression from someone else, rather than myself for once.
As it seemed that I was the only one who remembered the two apprentices, I retraced back to our first meeting and briefly shared what I knew about Sora. She doesn't sound like a very forgettable character. Well, the Ariyashiki cut her into ribbons.
Oh, whoops. But explain why it feels as though I'm recalling a sequence of events with a critical part missing in between.
I can almost imagine her giggling to herself like a creepy loner. And she probably wears glasses too, right? Like one of those gloomy introverts from anime.
Fuck, she got it right. Anyways, I see. So that's why it feels like I'm tearing through each strand of a weave.
Currently doing a solo with Syncmer. Based. Based as hell, Vespa. Ryoshu?
Let's say the world's made of strings or threads, Clock. With every slash, this blade would be cutting through the flow of strands that twine to compose one's existence. When an object is severed forever beyond repair, you would think neither trace nor shape would be left of it. But now that you've placed some of it together, it's almost...
Instead of elaborating further, Ryoshu fell silent again. Save for the sound of the tip of her cigarette turning to ash, she was like she was coloring another incomplete memory. I guess she is trying to avoid over-speculating what she doesn't know for sure. Damn, that totally breaks the meta! I had a vague idea how it works, but this is the first time I'm hearing the deets. Papa had to go through 4 ramp-up stages that remove seals to, like, even full use to sword. Honestly, yours needs a trade-off. Your sword totally power creeps Papa's.
Oops. T.O., there's plenty already.
Oh, so true. I guess slicing your memories away is one hell of a trade-off. Sorry. Okay, so I'm guessing you don't have anything to contribute for this corridor. I've got one. I don't know where it leads, but the index guy used it all the time.
Oh no. Hopefully it doesn't drop us into an army of indexes. TPU. They rarely gather in big groups.
She said that's pretty unlikely. Ow, what was that for, Yoshi? Wait, why did you hit me with the sword handle?
I didn't do anything.
But I saw it. I saw Ryoshu's scabbard, Araya, suddenly jerking to the side, prodding Sinclair like it was annoyed by something.
I won't STS, I'll SYLC until you can barely walk.
I swear this isn't a slander or whatever. Like, look, you poked me so hard it left a mark on my arm here. Well, I don't want to read too much into it, but the scabbard was rattling like it was irritated by something. Stop interpreting for her. This is why she won't stop making up these nonsense acronyms. He's just making it worse. I gotta stop him from translating for her somehow. Araya? Wait, that voice just now, it sounded a lot like Araya's. I can't do Araya's voice, whatever. Dante, you saw that too, right? Yeah, she didn't do anything. Wait, really? It wasn't her? Nope. Sorry, that's TP.
Oh, whoops. Then this decided.
To be fair to Sinclair, no one else but I saw in full detail how the scabbard came to be. Which means that he couldn't imagine in his wildest dreams how the scabbard poked him of his own volition. It doesn't seem like any of the sinners heard that voice either. Damn, you guys bully him a lot, huh?
Well, the lad's been long overdue for a little smack upside his noggin.
We should head inside. Let's not keep Alan waiting. Kira directed us toward an almost disturbingly normal wooden door, so featureless that it could have mistaken it for any of the dozen doors we'd walked past in other nests. Greeted by a whiff of stale, musty air the moment we walked through the door. I think this leads to a basement. And emerged what appeared to be an almost dungeon-like basement area. Wherever the best unc's beeper rang, he'd walk through the door. This door. I don't know why I'm calling him masked. He didn't wear a mask for a really long time. Oh no, wait, shit. The timeline, that would make sense. Never mind. I'm stupid. So, who are they?
The Index. Signs of life. There were people living down here up until just a few hours ago. Why are you here, paper slips?
We were only executing the prescript.
I've had it with these prescripts, though at least yours don't make annoying beeps.
The basement was stocked with a shelf-stable and non-perishable food. The cells were all completely empty save for what looked like a makeshift bathroom in each one. It is likely that this dungeon was used to imprison individuals of varying features that they may be required to complete a prescript. Seriously? This room seems to have been used for something worse than a simple incarceration. Among Faust's conjectures that the captive were conditioned in body and mind in various ways to match the prescript's liking. Sounds like that guy was just as crazy as the rest of them. Wait, that's staircase that right there leads up. Let's check out what's... Friggin' annoying, man! What the heck are you doing?
Cowboy.
You cannot enter through this door. I see another griefer body blocking in the doorway. Door stuck! Door stuck! Please, I beg you!
Who there? You're genuine.
TP.
Anyways, move. I need to see something.
The will of the prescript forbids you. Cannot enter through this door. What do we do? Is it worth forcing our way in there? It seemed pretty adamant about not letting us in.
I prefer if we stayed as far as possible from anything that has to do with the gods. I mean prescripts, but nothing in this basement gives me any indication as to where the door connects to.
Subtle as a fucking brick wall, Otis. Subtle as a brick fucking wall. Otis is right. We're gonna have to get upstairs somehow if we want to get an idea where this door leads.
My fault. If Rian's been using this basement, then I'd like to see what's upstairs.
Honestly, learning that this door connects to some basement is more than enough intel to cross it off the list. Still, if anything has to do with Ryoshi's memories. Alright, then let's push through.
Executing your command, Executive Manager.
The will of the prescript is absolute. Is it though?
Oh nah. Kill this fucker.
Hi, child.
La boo boo.
La boo boo. Only 4 of you? I'm fucking eliminating.
They are not, yeah. Same with Runa, obviously. They do not appear in large groups at all.
Currently testing my new sinking team post-acquisition of Battle Pass and the 800 boxes with it. Damn. Congrats. I'm probably gonna cut here at some point, like after this node. I do want to do some other stuff. Yeah, it's a bit of a shorter stream today because I want to...
Boo.
Because I really thought we'd get through this fucking intervallo.
Honestly, same. Same. I don't blame you.
Like, we didn't even have any tech issues like in the first time, so I was like, geez, maybe we'll get through it this time. Nope. Nope, not even close. We're still like 3 nodes off.
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
Oh.
열차내 정리 요원에게 안내 말씀드립니다. 현재 특정 구출에서 소요 사태가 발생했습니다. 신속한 처치를 부탁드립니다.
God, I'm tired, man.
Who's Steve Jobs?
God damn it, Sophia.
Sigma Ball. Ooh. Ah. Don't know why that went through my head. The 3 next notes are rather short, I'd say.
I'm not risking. People have said that
No,
it was
I've
going to be
already
pretty
played it.
quick. From like people said it was going to be pretty quick after node 7, and so I don't want to take any risks, you know.
청소 타입 B 확인. 위험 인물이 다소 위축되었을 것으로
Alright, fuck
판단됩니다.
this. Hitting the skill button. Took me 30 minutes for the last 5 nodes, but yes, you weren't also voice acting everything and trying to give, like, depth to the character voice work, so it's a bit different. But I read fast. Yes, that is my point.
Help me. Arcana Slay. Fuck. I was supposed to. It's the most American thing I just did.
Just what?
Arcana Slave.
Arkansas, Missouri.
Arcana Slave?
How many of them are there? Can you not give me a number? Okay.
지금까지 그런 싸움을 주어진 일이 아니었기 때문에.
Magical lesbian beam, real.
Who's Steve Jobs?
Ligma balls.
매우 효과적인 청소입니다. 워프 열차 연산 시스템은 해당 행동의 약 14%의 단위 기여도가 있음을 판단했습니다.
Man, I love nobody rolling heads on anything.
Sounds about right.
방금 청소를 수행한 요원께 W사 인재관리 부서에서 자동 승진 추천서가 발부되었음을 안내드립니다. 자세한 내용은 서면에 적혀 있습니다.
Go Kira, get him.
유혈적 폭력 사태의 진압 가능성이 50%를 상회했습니다. 승객 일부의
Just got Ujet Otis Index Faust and Bygone Days Ish, so it's an upscale to my sinking team. Yeah, big upscale.
노고에 감사드립니다.
노력은 가상하지만
How do you guys like in this burn season, by the way?
There's a bird season?
유혈적 폭력 사태의 진압 가능성이
Burn season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season.
워프 열차 연산 시스템은 해당 부서가 큰
God damn it.
문제가 있다고 판단하고 있습니다.
Kira, low-key goated as always, no bias. You'd never be bias, like.
Not in a trillion years. Nor a million. Sometimes two.
그만하군.
What's up there? TP.
Fuck. No, yeah, no, don't worry. You may speak to me casually, Araya, but in the presence of other apprentices, you should find it preferable to mimic the tone of the Dihui style.
Come on, it's not like I want it to be the Dihui style. Just let me do whatever I want while I'm here.
Certainly, you have a point.
So what's there up the stairs?
I'm not sure myself. I've never been upstairs.
Aren't you even a little curious?
I bother peeling back the heavens to see what is beyond. Those wanting of yearning needn't raise their heads skyward.
Am I seeing Araya's memories?
Right, Clock, what did you see?
I'm not sure, but I got another reason to check what's upstairs. What did you see? I'm not gonna fucking say anything. I'm Dante. Whoa. Whoa.
Hey?
Alright,
Sorry, I'm not gonna do it.
I'm gonna do a poll. I don't know
To say,
why.
I am Steve.
Fucking hell. Streamer luck, please.
Do not laugh. You must not laugh. If you laugh, you die.
Anyway. That was a good stream, guys. I'll see ya. I feel like that was pretty productive. I don't know why this intervalo is so long. Holy shit. But yeah, I'll catch you guys another time. Alright, peace. TP, do you want to say bye?
No, I've already said it. Go ahead.
Alright.